Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fine. So, as you all know, in last lecture we discussed distance time graphs and speed time graphs, and then we solved couple of problems on that graphs also. Okay. So I hope अब आपको distance time graph और speed time graphs clear होगा. So now today what we will do? Today actually we will derive the equations of motion by graphical method. Actually earlier also we have derived, but earlier we didn't use graphical method. Okay, so today what we will do, we will use graphical method. Okay, now for that consider a velocity time graph. Okay, so this is a actually uniformly accelerated motion. Okay, and here you can see that it is not starting from origin, so its initial velocity is not zero. So initial velocity, let us take the initial velocity is OA, it is so u. So after uniformly accelerated motion at point B, its velocity is equal to BC, which is denoted by V. Now, in order to obtain the equation of motion using graphical method, we have to do couple of things. So first of all, draw BE perpendicular on velocity axis, and draw BC perpendicular on time axis, and draw AD perpendicular to OC. Okay. So now I think this is clear to you. Okay, now so first of all we should what we know that OA is our initial velocity u and BC is our final velocity v. Okay, now from the graph we can see that BC is equal to BD plus DC. Okay, now look, now first of all what you can do, you can note it down by pause it. Okay, so now from the graph we can see that BC equal to BD plus DC. Now BC is what? V. Okay, and V equal to BD plus DC. Now here see, this DC is equal to OA, and OA is what? U. So in place of DC we can write OA, and in place of OA we can write U. So DC will be equal to U. So in place of DC we can write U. So V will become BD plus U. So now we will calculate the value of BD. Okay. Now first look, now we know that the slope of velocity time graphs gives us acceleration. So slope of velocity time graphs gives us acceleration. So slope will be equal to BD upon AD. Okay. So slope will be equal to BD upon AD. So this acceleration will give, so acceleration will be equal to slope of line AB, which is BD upon AD. Now so A equal to BD upon AD is what? This AD is equal to OC, so which is equal to time t. Okay, so AD BD upon t, so this will give you BD equal to AT. Now we have V equal to BD plus U, so in place of BD we can write AT. So V will be equal to U plus AT. So this proves our equation 1. ठीक है, clear? Now what we will do, we will derive second equation of motion, which is S equal to ut plus half at square. Okay, now consider this graph. Okay, now what we know that distance traveled by the body is given by area between velocity time graph AB and the time axis. Okay, so here, so distance traveled will be area enclosed between distance time graph and time axis, so which is equal to area of figure OABC. Okay, so this area can be broken into two parts. What two parts? Area of rectangle OADC, this is area of rectangle OADC plus area of triangle ABD. Okay, so this is what we did, area of triangle ABD. So area of rectangle OADC will be equal to OA into OC. Okay, so this is what we wrote here, OA into OC, and area of triangle ABD will equal to area of triangle, this area of triangle ABD will be equal to half of area of rectangle AEBD. Okay, so half of rectangle AEBD. So area of rectangle AEBD can be AD into BD. This is OA into OC. So by substituting the values we can get S equal to UT plus half AT square. Okay, so now area of rectangle AEBD will be equal to AD into BD. Okay, will be equal to AD into BD. So this BD we have calculated in equation 1. Here BD will be equal to 80. So by substituting BD equal to 80, we will get S equal to UT plus half 80 square. Clear? Now what we will do? Now we will derive third equation of motion, which is V square equal to U square plus 2AS. Now we know that distance traveled will be equal to area of figure OABC, which is a trapezium. So distance traveled will be equal to area of trapezium OABC. And what is area of trapezium? Area of trapezium is half into sum of parallel sides into distance between parallel sides. Okay, so this is our formula for area of trapezium. So our parallel sides are OA and BC, and distance between them is OC. Okay, so OA and CB are parallel side sum, and OC is distance between them. Now OA is equal to U and BC is equal to V. So on substituting these values, and OC equal to T. So on substituting these values, we will get S equal to U plus V into T. So mark it as equation 6. Now from first equation of motion, we know that V equal to U plus AT. So AT will be equal to V minus U, and T will be equal to V minus U upon A. Now what we will do, we will substitute value of T in equation 6. So T is V minus U upon A. Okay, V minus U upon. So this will give you 1 upon 2A into V minus U or V plus U. So A plus B, A minus B identity will give you V square minus U square. Okay, so and 2A will be multiplied with S. So V square minus U square will be equal to 2AS. Bring U square to RHS. So this will give us V square equal to U square plus 2AS. So I hope this is again clear to you guys. Okay, now so this covers graphical method also. Okay, now come to last topic, which is uniform circular motion. It's actually good topic. So now first of all, we should know what is circular motion. It is very simple. When a body moves in a circle, it is called circular motion. ठीक है, अगर जैसे आप सर्कुलर पाथ में मूव कर रहे हैं तो भी क्या होगा, इट इज नोन एज सर्कुलर मोशन. नाउ actually circular motion is considered to be made up of infinite number of tiny sides, and a body moving along such circular path changes its direction of motion continuously. Okay, actually let us first of all I will tell you, explain you these statement. First of all, consider this example. Now suppose a person is moving around this rectangular path. So how many times he is changing his direction? He starts from A, then at B he changes his direction, then at C he changes his direction, again at D he changes his direction, and at A. So if there are 4 sides, then he changes his direction in 4 times. Now suppose a hexagonal track, so then he will change his direction 6 times. Suppose it is a octagonal track, then it will take 8 times. Suppose a track is there of 20 sides, so it will take its direction, change its direction 20 times. तो जैसे जैसे डायरेक्शंस साइड्स बढ़ती जाती हैं, डायरेक्शंस भी चेंज होने का बढ़ता जाता है. So that's how we consider a circular path as a side of infinite number of sides. Okay, सर्कुलर पाथ को क्या हम कंसीडर करते हैं कि इसमें इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ साइड्स होती है. सो एट ईच एंड एवरी पॉइंट इट्स डायरेक्शन चेंजेस. सो देयरफॉर सर्कुलर पाथ इज कंसीडर्ड टू बी मेड ऑफ इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ साइड. तो सर्कुलर पाथ क्या होता है, एक हम मानते हैं कि उसमें इनफाइनाइट नंबर ऑफ साइड्स होती है. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट्स डायरेक्शन चेंजेस ईच एंड एवरी इंस्टेंट. ओके, now suppose one thing. If a person is moving with constant speed of 5 meter per second along a circular path, कोई पर्सन 5 मीटर पर सेकेंड की स्पीड से इस पाथ पर मूव कर रहा है, तो क्या उसकी वेलोसिटी कांस्टेंट होगी? नहीं. व्हाई? बिकॉज वेलोसिटी इज अ वेक्टर क्वांटिटी. इवन दो स्पीड इज कांस्टेंट, बट सिंस इट्स डायरेक्शन इज चेंजिंग, सो इट मीन्स वेलोसिटी इज चेंजिंग. सो देयरफॉर वेलोसिटी इज नॉट कांस्टेंट. ठीक है, so that's the important point in this topic. So motion along a circular path is said to be accelerated. If velocity is changing, then we have to say that motion is accelerated. Okay, so when a body moves in a circular path with uniform speeds, इट मोशन इज कॉल्ड यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन. ठीक है, द बॉडी सर्कुलर पाथ में यूनिफॉर्म स्पीड से ट्रेवल करती ना, तो दैट मोशन इज नोन एज यूनिफॉर्म सर्कुलर मोशन. नाउ सपोज दिस इज अ स्टोन टाइड टू अ थ्रेड. इस थ्रेड से आपने स्टोन को बांध रखा है और आप इसको मूव कर रहे हैं. ओके, नाउ इसको ऐसे रोटेट कर रहे हैं. सो सपोज आप घुमा रहे हैं. जब स्टोन ए पॉइंट पर आता है तो आप उसे छोड़ देते हैं, तो स्टोन किस डायरेक्शन में ट्रेवल करेगा? इट विल ट्रेवल इन दिस ईस्ट डायरेक्शन. ओके, नाउ सपोज अगेन यू आर मूविंग दिस स्टोन इन सर्कुलर पाथ एंड when it reaches point B you remove your hand, you release the thread from your hand. आप धागा छोड़ देते हैं. तो if it is at point B then in which direction it will travel? It will travel in south direction. तो from this we can say that its direction is changing continuously. और हर एक इंस्टेंट पे इसकी डायरेक्शन क्या होती है? चेंज होती है इन सर्कुलर पाथ. सो दैट्स व्हाई वेलोसिटी इज नेवर कांस्टेंट. देयरफॉर वी कॉल इट एज एक्सेलरेटेड मोशन. So this completes the basic introduction of uniform circular motion and your chapter motion also. I hope now this is clear to you. Actually, guys, this chapter is very important from numerical points of view. It will give you good marks if you understand it. Okay? I hope आपको ये chapter भी समझ में आया होगा. Thank you.